Okay, these look old to me.
That was my...
She could still get into this. Here, move. Mackenzie is doing one of Maddie's solos, an iconic solo called Cry. Now, Mackenzie, are you going to fill Maddie's shoes? All right, this is it. So you're gonna do the Cry number? Well, let's just say, if it's not beautiful, I'm not gonna be crying. You are.
And we step up to PK arabesque. And then we jump, we towards the tables.
PK onto that foot. Straight. Mackenzie needs to embrace her inner Maddie if she's ever gonna outdance her.
Praying.
You just did this again. With the top
Just
of your
stop
head.
after, just stop
Don't
after
pull your head
praying.
down. Pull your body down and your head up. Arch your back. Let's get Maddie in here and see if she remembers it. That'll be interesting. Do you remember when you did the dance Cry? You did Pray over here in the corner. Can you remember what it is? Now, you can't help her because she's against you.
Oh, look, Maddie is teaching her.
That's
Well,
cute.
she's not teaching her.
Well,
She's
she's
just
helping. I think it's great.
What do you think of Mackenzie dancing under Maddie, or in the same category, right up against her?
Well,
And she's doing her old solo.
I mean, it's gonna happen. That's how it is now because they're 9 to 11.
Pretty impressive, Maddie.
What if Mackenzie does beat Maddie?
Maddie would be fine with that.
They became competition to each other.
Well, they are. They are competition to each other.
Run, grand jeté. When Maddie dances, she's a breath of fresh air. You're like the stuff we spray in the bathroom. There's a difference. I'm pushing Mackenzie hard this week. I don't want her just to win this week. I want her to win big. I want her to be a name, not just Maddie's little sister.
Are you excited to be doing Cry?
I'm excited, but I'm really scared because I don't want to mess it up.
So you need to just show Abby that you can do more than just cheesy jazz and cutesy dances. You have to do lyrical and emotion.
I know, it's just she keeps saying that I have to do like you, but I'm not you.
I know, but you need to do faces like me because you don't have face.
Yeah, but I don't have the Maddie face, I have the Kenzie face.
Well, I hope you do great, but I hope that you don't beat me.
Well, I'm gonna win.
I don't think so. I'm just trying to help Mackenzie because after all, I won first place with that dance, and I'm an expert at the Maddie face.
Mackenzie's doing Maddie's solo. Now, show me the Maddie face. Keep going. The whole country can do the Maddie face. People talk about it all the time. Hashtag Maddie face. Has to be like. And what else? Show me the distressed pain, agony. Help me. I don't know. They all look the same. They all look like Mackenzie.
Abby should stop and not make Mackenzie do Maddie's face.
Like, you go out there and you be Mackenzie. You don't need to be Maddie. Right. Like, you be Mackenzie. Mackenzie's just as good. And it's better because you're on special stuff. Okay? Oh, don't cry. Don't cry. Don't cry.
If Melissa's not gonna comfort her daughter, I am more than happy to say to Mackenzie, you know what, Mackenzie, you don't need to be Maddie. You be Mackenzie because Mackenzie is just fine enough. Because you know what? I think I've had the same conversation with Chloe a time or 20.
Just go up, just be yourself no matter what anybody's saying. You're gonna do amazing. You have to use your face. You have to use your I love you. Love. Great.
I am pushing Mackenzie to the limit. She needs to step on that stage and she needs to make people forget Maddie's performance and remember hers to Cry.
All right, moving right along, we have act number 22 with Mackenzie in Cry.
Well, I guess it's been a while since I've seen the sunshine, since I have smiled. I don't wanna do anything but cry.
She was beautiful. Her faces were so sweet, and she smiled when she had to, and her turns were so good. I didn't think of Maddie one time when Mackenzie was doing the cry solo.
I'm so proud of every one of them.
Me too.
I am not taking away any of Mackenzie's dancing because she's an amazing little dancer, but she did not need Maddie's costume or her solo to be a good dancer on that stage.
Of course she didn't.
It was just very awkward. I just thought she was fabulous.
Abby was just trying to make a point,
No,
I
Abby
guess.
was trying to clone Maddie.
She's
She
not
doesn't
trying to
have
clone.
to.
She can't
Mackenzie's
clone her.
Mackenzie. Do you think that Mackenzie was worried about doing Maddie's face the entire time out on stage?
When you go on stage, Leslie, you do what you have to do, just like Peyton does.
So
when
you-
Leslie, when
so
your
you
daughter,
think that
oh my
whole
God,
time
you
Abby's
just drive me crazy.
So that's how you handle Abby. You guys just listen to her. Don't stand your ground.
You handle Abby your way, and I'll never handle Abby the way you do. Never.
Hey, hey, hey.
Hi.
Wow, I think they were wonderful. I thought Mackenzie did a nice job. I wouldn't say she was outstanding, but she was sweet and she was cute. I thought she was good. Is she ever gonna be Maddie? No. Hey, you know the show Botched, you get it, that somebody went in for plastic surgery. Now, I hope that in your lifetime you never have to have plastic surgery. All right, so this is like gauze. It's around you. You get it? It's not like a scarf. You don't really need to use
I
your
know, but you
face.
can't see my face.
I know, because we were afraid you're gonna ruin the dance with that face. The Brynn face, look. Look at me.
Okay.
Let's go.
Sit, 6, 7, 8.
Elbows in. I want Brynn to be the best that she can be. When she reveals her face behind that gauze, she should reveal a whole new Brynn to the world. Somebody that uses her emotion, somebody who you look into her eyes and you can see the soul. That's what I want for Brynn. This routine may be the big breakthrough for her. Brynn, I don't want this to come back in tomorrow and be morphed into nothing. It has to stay very weird, very intricate. There's details in the choreography. And it works, and you get on stage and you could be beautiful and this could be amazing. Or it could be a hot mess with you doing a bunch of nothing with bad posture and the thing getting caught on your foot and you falling. But we're gonna think positively. You're dismissed, go. Jane, I had said that you were doing a solo, but it's your first time competing with these kids in a group. I think it's important that she get this group down. It's best to let Jane concentrate on the group routine and really be part of this group, rather than give her a solo and have her brain in 2 different places. Should Jane be upset? No, she hadn't even started it, so it's the big deal.
So that's no solo for Jane now?
Jane's doing a nice job in the group. She's not outstanding by any means. She's trying to fit in, and that's what I want her to do. So Jane, it's your very first time here. If you don't have a solo, you don't have a solo.
Okay, well, if there's time and she can, she would love to prove it to you that she can be a soloist that will do well.
I understand that, and
if
I would
there's time-
love to see her do a solo because I want to see if she uses her face more than Brynn uses hers.
She does.
Oh, you know what? Don't fall for it, Ashley.
Did she say that in front of Brynn?
Uh-oh.
Wait, let me pull them off for you. All right, get in there.
Did you just stand in here and say that your kid uses her face more than mine? The last thing I need is a mom to come in here and bully my kid again. So if that's what you're gonna do, your ass can get right out the door.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, Ashley.
She's not gonna badmouth Brynn, Abby.
She didn't
No.
badmouth.
She said my kid uses her face more than Brynn. She's never even seen Brynn dance. Why would you let that happen?
I said, does your daughter use her face more than Brynn? And she said yes. She never mentioned your kid's name. She answered my
That is
question.
a direct cut on Brynn. And you know what? It's not okay anymore. Jesselyn did it. I'm glad she's gone. You're not bringing in another one. It's not okay. It cuts on her confidence, and I'm over it. She's over it.
All Brynn really wants to do is dance. At the end of the day, that is all she wants. And Brynn never doubted her ability to act until a bunch of grown adults started telling her to her face that she couldn't do it. You stood in there and
She
you
said to-
cut her
you
down.
didn't even hear
and
what
you
she said.
don't even
You didn't
know
even
her.
hear what she said. She asked me if Jane could have a better face than Brynn, and I said yes.
Yeah, and that
which
makes
I
you a
believe.
bitch. That makes you a big, fat bitch.
Really?
Yep.
Well, then I guess I'm a big fat bitch.
You can take your ugly extensions back to Utah.
All right.
Brynn has a lot on the line. It's make it or break it. She has every opportunity to be a star. But yet, I get nothing. Just think how good she could be if she used her face.
Up next, we have Brynn performing Botched.
You're making me cry if you're crying. It was beautiful.
Did you tear up? Yeah. So good! It was so good, so good. Oh, I'm so proud. It was very good.
In third place is entry number 7, Botched.
This solo was a breakthrough solo for Brynn. I think the judges made a huge mistake. I don't know what dances they were watching, but it wasn't the same ones that I was. Those judges should probably never work again. That's how bad they were.
Kendall, let's go. The title of your routine is The Scream. It's a routine that Maddie would have excelled at. The acting and the crazy part, you need to go 150% across the line if it's going to win. Here, hide them, hide them. I'm pulling out all the stops for Kendall. I'm giving her a Maddie routine. Does Kendall have it in her? You know, she's the kind of kid that laughs. She's gonna think it's goofy. She doesn't want to do it. Then the tears start. Then we run to mama, and then they walk out and quit. Will Kendall take yet another opportunity and throw it away? And the scream needs to be like guttural. It's from your gut.
Dear God!
That's a scream I don't ever
Someone
want to
just
hear.
cut her arm off.
Do it. No, you're like in your head. Get in your stomach. Like there's a monster coming out of you. Make the face, and let me hear you really scream.
Is she my daughter or what?
Well, she called it a Maddie solo. I mean, has she ever given Kendall something and then called it a Maddie solo?
I don't think so.
That's a huge boost. Like, I'm giving you a Maddie solo.
She laid the gauntlet down for Kendall, you know, but in her eyes, no one will ever live up to what she did with Maddie. Abby said it's a Maddie solo. In my mind and Kendall's mind, leads us to believe this is gonna be great. I just wish that Abby wouldn't always go back to Maddie. Maddie chose to leave. Let's move on. Let's make it a Kendall solo.
Funny thing is I don't think Kendall would have gotten a Maddie solo if Kathy wasn't here. That's the irony of the whole thing.
I agree with you. So that old twit has done something good for me. Not only does Kendall have to worry about measuring up to Maddie in Abby's eyes, she has stiff competition as well. We saw earlier on social media that Black Patsy's daughter, Nakaya, has a solo this week. It's all or nothing for Kendall. If she doesn't beat Nakaya, it's the end of the road for her.
Kendall, last week you were first with Brynn. You have to be first on your own. You've been first with Maddie. You've been first with Kalani. You've been first with a lot of people. I need you to be first, Kendall, right? If you go out there and you don't nail this solo, no more solos. All right, girls, come on, let's go.
Kendall,
Abby has gave you so many different solos, but I don't feel that any of them are like this at all. You got it. Abby has been telling me that it's a Maddie solo, but you know, Maddie just had something about her that made this team even better, and she was the leader of the team, but maybe if I do well, I could be the leader. That's always something I've wanted to do.
702, the scream.
I know what Kendall has in her. I need her to prove it to Abby.
She nailed it.
You really sprayed it. How'd you feel? Because I didn't want Abby to be like, you played it safe.
No, you did not. You did not play it safe.
Abby.
Ladies and gentlemen, in the teen division, ages 13 and 14.
Here at New York Dance Experience, there isn't a top 5, not even a top 3, only a first overall. If Kendall doesn't beat Nakaya, I don't know how Abby is ever gonna have faith in her.
Our top teen soloist, the incredible, the Scream, come on up, Kendall!
I cannot tell you how happy I am. I beat Nakai. I can tell that my mom is ecstatic about it because she's probably just gonna go shove this in Black Patsy's face, and that's kind of what she deserves after talking about me.